equipment, right? So our total is 95,000 because we are making quarterly cash budget. So at the end of the quarter, you must pay back because you have excess money here. You are paying back your loan. So you borrowed 50,000 in in April to finance your deficit. Here you cannot pay back. Why? Because you don't have the 50,000. But here you can pay back. So you pay back this 50,000. So that's it? No. You must pay the interest as well. So interest is 16%. So you use that money for 3 months, April, May, and June. You pay, the question says you are not paying on the 1st of June, you are paying at the end, but you borrow at the first, you pay at the last date. So 30 June, it means June has passed. You use this 50,000 for June as well. So 16, you use that money for 3 months, 3 divided by 12, answer going to be 2,000. Even then, after paying the principal and interest, you still have 43,000 left. So if the question further says, how many amount available for investment? Only 13,000, not 43,000. Why? Because 30,000 is already booked. You cannot decrease your balance below 30,000. You must maintain a 30,000 balance, right? So this is how you make a cash budget. So this is a comprehensive example of cash budget, right? Here we go. So of course we already made the cash budget, and now it comes, let's talk about to make the income statement, right? So only two things left, and if you are with me, we would be ending our class without having a break. I think give me 15 more minutes and we will be ending our class. Okay. Okay, so the budgeted income statement. What we have done up till now, sales budget. From sales budget, we find out cash collection from the customers. And from sales budget, we make production budget. From production budget, we find out how much material we need to, how much material we will be needing and what is the cost of that material. Then we are making the payment for direct material, and then we, from production budget, we also make the payment for direct labor. From production budget, we also find out if, sorry, from according to the question, if the manufacturing overhead is based on direct labors, so we base the production budget and direct labor hours budget to find out the manufacturing overhead budget. From direct labor, direct material, and manufacturing overhead, we find out per unit cost of each unit, and then we multiply that cost with the ending inventory that we find out in budget. We multiply that, we find out ending inventory, or the inventory cost that would be that we would be writing on our balance sheet, right? And then we make the selling and admin budget, and then finally we make cash budget. And from cash, when cash budget is completed, everything is completed. Now we are making the budgeted income statement. So budgeted income statement starts from sales, right? So sales are coming from sales budget. Since we are making the quarterly income statement, so everything here would be based on quarter, right? Quarter. If this is for 1 month, you can also divide the 1 month. So sales in a quarter, 1 million. So cost of goods sold. So we sold 100,000 units. So what is the cost of 100,000? We calculated 4.99 as a per unit cost, right? Multiply by, so where this 4.99 coming from? We calculated in our calculating the finished goods inventory over there, right? So the gross margin is 501, and then we less the selling and admin expenses 260,000. So remember, this 260,000 is coming from selling and admin expenses, and remember this 260,000 includes non-cash expense as well, right? So now you will understand where we are. See, this 260,000, right? Not 230,000. Why? Because this 230,000 will be used in, this is based on total cash outflow, and that will be used in cash budget. So this will be used in, which includes the effect of depreciation, 260,000. So many students also make a mistake here by putting this 230,000 in the income statement. So that income statement is not cash based. That income statement also includes the effect of depreciation, right? So that I just wanted to show you here. So we have the operating income, and then from operating income, you less interest and taxes. So luckily, this question doesn't mention any taxes. So we are not basing our tax rate here. So just after interest, you find out 239,300 is the amount of profit here, right? Profit here. So we completed income statement. And now let's make the balance sheet. So balance sheet, we are given the other assets, land, common stock, retained earning. Beginning retained earning is given. So recall our formula for retained earning. Retained earning, ending retained earning gonna be opening retained earning plus net income minus dividend. Dividend is already given. We paid in April, I think 75,000. Oh, sorry, 49,000 in April dividend. So dividend is going to be there. Net income, we just calculated on budgeted net income from income statement. Opening, this 146, 150 is already given. So we can find out the retained earnings, and equipment cost is 175,000. So let's make the balance sheet. So cash is already, we do have the cash 43,000, right? At the quarter, we left with 43,000 cash, and that cash is coming from cash budget, right? Account receivable, right? So amazing. Where this 75,000 account receivable coming from? 25% of the sales in June gonna be received in July. So it means we do have account receivable in June that is 25%. So you need to be very careful regarding each small stuff here. Similarly, with the liabilities, accounts payable, 50% of material that you purchased in June gonna be paid in July. So that's 50% of June purchases gonna be, so that's where they're gonna be our accounts payable. Raw material inventory of the raw material. So we know that the ending inventory, so go to the raw material budget. So you find out this is the ending inventory. Finished goods ending inventory is also there. 5,000 completed goods multiplied by the unit cost, 4.99. We calculated on, when we calculate the per unit cost, we also calculated the ending inventory of finished goods here, right? So land, equipment already given to us. Sorry, equipment is not given to us. So from cash budget, we find out that in cash budget, let me show you. In cash budget, the question mentioned that in cash, they purchased 143,000 equipment plus 48,300. 143,700 plus 48,000 300. When you add them, it's going to be total equipment here. So now our total assets are $564,550. Now let's come to the accounts payable. I just gave you where this 28,400 coming from. Common stock is already given to you, and liability and retained earning, right? Retained earning is calculated. Oh, sorry. Retained earning is calculated as opening retained earning. I just gave you the idea here. Our profit is $239,000. So how we calculated the retained earning? So 239,000 minus 49,000 plus 175,000. So when you add it, you find out the retained earning, that is $336,150. If you add all these, you will find out that assets is equal to liabilities plus total honest equity, right? This is how you started your journey from sales budget and ended up making balance sheet, right? So we just finished our lecture here. So they're going to be assignment 7 regarding the budgeting as well. So please, if you have any question, please ask. If you don't have, you could later, if it pops up, please do write up in our WeChat group. I would be happy to answer over there. And remember, there is assignment 7. I would be uploading on a WeChat form and BB form as well. So if there is no more question, then I would be ending our lecture here. So let me ask one by one. Christine, you understand all the budgeting process?
Yes.
Chandra?
Yes, I did.
Sipade?
Yes.
David?
Yes, sir.
Min?
Yes.
Okay, good. So if no more question, then I'm going to be ending my lecture here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so until the next lecture, stay safe. And remember, our final exam is going to be on 29th of December.
29th. Yeah.
Remember that, okay? Until then, take care. Stay
Thank
safe.
you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Stay safe too. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.